Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Be a Movie Snob. We're back, folks. We're back to the top 10 lists of all time. I mean, kind of. I mean, it's our top 10 list, so we say it's top 10 of all time. But, you know, it's top 10 of all time.
Somebody's top 10.
Somebody's top 10. And this week, we've got a doozy. Woo! I'm excited. I think I'm excited for this week because I just don't know what's going to happen when we start talking about this movie. There's a lot going on. A lot of things are surprising about this movie in ways I didn't expect to be surprising. So, before further ado, my name is Seth, and welcome to How to Be a Movie Snob. I'm joined in studio by the lovely
Mariah.
Bloody Mariah. I should have had a cooler one for me. Seth, black and tan. No, I don't know. Was it Pat? What would be your drink?
Stew pot Seth.
Stew pot Seth.
Oh, yeah.
Tattoo gets washed off in the rain. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Billis.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't have some. I'm Pat. Hi.
Oh, he would be. That'd be Stew
Pat
pot Pat.
on patrol.
Keep your shirt on.
It's all I could do to just not to wear a shirt for this episode, guys. I was this
Seth.
close, or just to wear a shirt that covered this much. That's what I was the other thing I was going to wear. Just right.
Well, just one with a little like
How to be a movie snob.
Tie it instead of button it.
Right here.
Your pants should be pretty high up.
Yeah, that's true.
Above the belly button.
Yeah.
And then shirtless.
There was no worries of people's pants getting wet during floods in this entire movie. Not one bit. No worries for that. I guess they are,
Some shoes got wet.
It was 19, of that time.
Of that time. Let's talk about that time. Guys, we have a movie that is a period piece. Mm-hmm. We have a movie we're going to go give away. It's a musical. Mm-hmm. It's about a war. Kind of.
Yeah.
You got it.
It's absolutely about a war
happening.
People.
There's war happening.
Yes, and they're very actively part of it off screen.
Yeah.
No, and on screen. Come on, like the
last
where the movie finally gets good is where they start to. Yeah,
it's as much about a war as Pearl Harbor was about a war.
That's not helping anything. That is not helping anything.
More so, I'd say.
Cuba Gooding Jr. shot down a plane in that movie.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's Cuba. That's why I always think of the submarine movie where he's the
diver.
The diver.
That's
submarine.
Not about a war.
That's men of honor.
Yeah.
Das Boot with Cuba Gooding
Robert
Jr.
De Niro.
Is that how it goes?
No.
Das Boot? No.
We just went totally off topic.
And then Sean Connery's like, okay, I'm done. All right. I'm not done. We're just getting started, folks.
Oh, boy.
Woo! This 1958 classic has some of the biggest names of the time. One of the biggest selling films of the year. I'm not sure if it's
the
is
top.
it? Okay, we'll tell you.
The top.
The Money
guys.
Mariah speaks. This is no indie film here. That's for sure. And
Got some big names attached.
There are. The actors aren't one of them. I'll be honest. I hadn't heard any of them, but that's fine. It's because I'm not as cultured as Mariah.
I'm pretty sure you would have known in 1958
In
who
1958,
they were.
I'm sure I would have. But you know what? It's 2025, and I know a lot of 1958 actors, probably more than the average Joe. That's for sure. The average G.I. Joe.
He's trying anyway.
That's for sure. Mariah, this is your top 10 list. What movie did we watch this week?
This is South Pacific, everyone.
1958. Rogers and Hammerstein, South Pacific.
Indeed.
Directed by, I just read the director. Guys, help me out.
The director.
Something Logan.
Logan, yeah.
Mr.
Joshua
Logan. Double first name. Ricky Bobby. Directed by Ricky Bobby.
Basically shirtless the whole time.
Yes. Also, no shirts required.
Partial shirts.
No, I saw some behind the scene footage today.
Oh.
The making of it.
Yeah.
And everyone's just topless. All the men. Women seem to keep their clothes on.
Mostly.
The men, pants and no shirts.
Oh,
yeah.
Everywhere, as far as the eye could see.
You're in the South Pacific.
And let's be honest, people just weren't as big back then. They were all pretty skinny. So it's fine. It's totally fine. I mean, you can be shirtless and not be skinny. That's fine too. But I'm just saying, it was more of a time.
If you're bigger, you just pulled your pants up a little
higher. Just
cover more of the gut.
It was an era. That's for sure. It was an era. I am excited, Mariah, that we have gone through this movie. Now, Mariah's obviously seen this movie before. Patrick, have you seen this movie before?
Yeah, have you?
No.
Nice.
No.
And Seth?
I bet it was on at some point.
Right.
For sure.
I only recognize a couple of the songs, which is kind of crazy.
Especially when we see
I would
how
have
many
thought I would recognize
top hits.
more.
Yeah, exactly right. And I think it's just because we're that young. Things you don't hear people to call us ever again.
Compared to this movie.
We're quite young.
Very young.
This also is my first time watching this movie. I didn't know the plots.
Man.
I didn't know what was going
like
on.
it. I like that it was my pick even more.
Wow.
That it was a first for you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad we watched it. I mean, it's for being such a blockbuster musical in the time of musicals by the most famous musical makers of all time, maybe not.
Of the time.
It was very surprising. There was a lot of like surprising things that you're like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on here? And
it's not what you would expect for a musical.
No. So
period.
Without further ado, I think we got to get into the hot takes because I'm having trouble landing on a hot take here. And I think I got one, but I'm still kind of.
And for once, I found one fast.
We're going reverse order here. We're gonna go Mariah, Pat, me, because I don't. It's
Great.
your top 10, Mariah. So let's go top. Let's go hot take from Bloody Mariah. Sorry, Bloody Mary Mariah. No.
I don't even like those. Gross. My hot take. Well, my cold brew is as usual, rainbows and unicorns. Brightside, feel free to sponsor us. And my hot take is that the best color filter for film is not having a color filter.
Amen.
Please stop playing with that. Please.
Amen. That is not a hot take. That is just what were you doing?
It was a new toy. I think it was a new toy, and they were like, let's try this one.
I remember.
He thought it'd be more subtle.
I remember when I first got, because I'm old enough.
It was a surprise to even him.
Even him. That's true. And that's the film way. I mean, it was shot on this is one of the first movies that shot extra wide, I believe. Instead of the 35 mil, it shot on the extra wide 75 mil or whatever.
Brand new kind of camera.
Yeah, brand new kind of camera.
Yeah.
So why not throw a big freaking color filter in front of it?
This is going to be good no matter what. It's Rogers and Hammerstein. Let's mix it up.
Oh my gosh, not distracted at all, guys. I remember when I first
Todd AO cameras.
Yes.
Does that sound like anything to you, Seth?
Wait, say that again, please.
Todd AO cameras.
Well, it certainly was odd. That was for sure. Except it wasn't when there was no filters. It was gorgeous when there was no filters.
Yeah.
The scenery was great.
It was such a relief
vibrant.
when the songs ended. And you're like, it's
finally,
just
I'm less stressed out. And how much lip balm do they put around
Fuzzy
to
outer.
make it fuzzy? There was so much fuzziness
the
on
Vaseline and the fog
Yeah.
that they shoved in. Oh, you're like,
I bet
stressing
it was
me out.
baby oil because they were all tanning because they didn't have shirts on.
That one.
I'm guessing
Mariah.
it wasn't Vaseline.
That's on you. I still remember when I first bought my first film camera, because I'm old. That was what I first bought, and they had the color filters. I'm like, oh, this is going to be so rad. It never was.
So edgy.
Unless you're shooting black and white, you should be using like a bright red or a bright. There's one time the filter kind of worked.
But you got to try it to know.
You got to try.
And
Yeah.
they did.
Whew,
Big swing.
Good hot take, Mariah.
Thank you.
I don't think anyone disagrees with that hot take.
I know. Wasn't sizzling. Although maybe some people are like, I really like
that's
that.
True, maybe. Yeah, the '90s music videos. People are like,
Not
I
many
like
people.
what you did there.
Yeah.
Maybe on a fisheye.
yeah, not since like Mandy, I don't know if you've seen Mandy, which is an unhinged Nicolas Cage movie about just horrifying violence and things. They go very heavy on the filters. And
Nice.
It's good in that movie.
I like
It's odd in
that
this
you
one.
called it an unhinged Nicolas Cage film. What do you call a normal
A
Nicolas
hinged
Cage?
one.
They're not. Pig, is not
Wow, he
unhinged.
went real
The
snobby.
Rock was kind of hinged.
No, he's a little unhinged. He's like kind of whiny unhinged.
Yeah. He went. He
Sure.
goes there at
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
He
I'm a
doesn't always
cat.
go full
I'm a
cage.
sexy cat. Sorry. So good.
Anyway,
I digress.
I can do a hot take. I think I have one.
Ooh, I'm excited.
This hot take is brought to you by Beak Breaker
Ooh.
from Pelican
Pelican,
Brewing. I went
nice.
with the double IPA today,
woo.
which is 9%.
I know. I don't
So the
touch that
takes
thing.
are just going to get hotter later into this podcast.
Folks, we're just getting started
Pat's
here.
getting to the end of that 12-pack
Woo!
Yeah.
variety pack.
So this is like maybe the most unintentionally racist, anti-racist movie ever made.
You took my you took my hot take.
I mean, something there.
I was gonna go the other way, but
It's
yeah,
also not-
yeah,
Not a big hot take.
Yeah,
No, but
Yeah.
it was a surprise when we got to anti-racism
yeah.
because of the time, unintentional racism and tropey stuff happening throughout most of the movie, and then I'm like,
Right.
oh, the movie's got a take,
Oh, and it's a pretty hot take for 1958.
and it's a progressive take.
It's
Yes.
that's the
1958. Can we
So-
just give this movie some credit and stop living in the now
I will-
and live in the
I
then?
will give it.
So-
I will give it some credit.
For my hot take was like for being a pretty racist movie, it's pretty progressive. Like that was my or the other way around. For a progressive
actually
movie,
includes
it's pretty
people of
racist. Yeah,
color.
you could go either way on that one. So yeah, I agree. And by the end, I was like, I see what they were doing, and also they did try to to not be as racist in the beginning. There was effort made, but they're still people of their time, and they're white males trying to represent a culture. So like
They're doing their best.
yeah, they probably were because they talked about it in some of the behind the scenes, the utmost research to make
Their
sure
best
that
upset a lot of people and tried to get them boycotted because it was so progressive at the time. So let's
Which
give
is
it
interesting
some
because it
credit.
also was really popular.
Yeah.
It was somehow the popularity overcame
Well, it's got catchy
the,
tunes,
you know.
Catchy tunes.
Have
the,
you-
the racism back home.
I
Yeah.
always say if the song gets through faster than telling people what to think. Don't tell people what to think.
Yeah.
Sing what you want them to think.
Yeah, you got
Exactly.
Lieutenant Cable lip syncing
Oh, my
to a
goodness.
great song about being grown
Also,
up
I thought
racist.
the message maybe coming initially from a Frenchman too also maybe wasn't the best.
Hilarious. On a plantation,
conduit for a-
French
Yeah,
worker
plantation
of
owning
this
Frenchman.
island, which was taken over by France.
But
Oh.
even just as
Sacre
Americans of the
bleu.
time, being
We weren't
given a
focusing on
dressing
that.
down by a Frenchman probably wasn't going to be as received as well. As it
Hey,
could have been.
you know what's even funnier is that the Italian actor who played the Frenchman in World War
Yeah,
II.
also yeah,
Also,
Italian, French, whatever.
yeah.
They're all the same.
Well, one's on our side of the war, one is not.
This is way later.
Don't forget, World War II, Italy wasn't on our side. My other hot take. Oh, that's not. See, the hot take is kind of that, but the hot take is, despite how bad the acting is, this movie's still watchable.
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
I know what you mean though.
Yeah, this is my hot take. Like, the singing makes up for the acting. That's what the hot take for this
It
movie
gets
is.
you. It gets you through it.
Yeah, because this is
And
not.
the scenery. There's enough.
Yeah,
There's enough appeal happening
Right.
in one way or the other.
I forgot how many actors were nominated for Best Actor or Actress in this one. I can't remember. Was there a lot of them? I don't remember.
Not for Oscars.
Oh, really? That's bizarre.
I'm saying not for Oscars.
Come on, Golden
But
Globes
they
don't count.
were
Golden Globes
nominated.
don't count.
Mitzi Gaynor was nominated for a Golden Globe.
Nice. So
Best haircut.
Yeah. Cutest natural haircut.
At least she sang her own freaking songs. Let's just
cut.
start out there. Like one thing I gotta give her props
one of
for.
two people.
Jeez
in
Louise.
the whole movie.
And the worst part is that Bloody Mary sang in the freaking musical, and they dubbed. It's not her fault. They made bad choices in this film. So there's a lot of things about this film. What are they doing?
She had something about her voice.
Oh, really?
In this, they were like, I don't remember why.
Rossano Brazzi,
Yeah.
who plays Emile Debec, also apparently has a good voice.
Yes.
We're all like, yes, we read this. Like we were there or something.
Oh man, the fun fact I forgot to write it down already.
But
we gotta have fun facts.
But the fact that let's just wait.
Okay.
There's so many sillies.
Okay, so this movie, let's just start out. I'm just gonna get into it, my reactions, Mariah, because this movie.
Yeah, I want to hear your reactions, and then I will tell you guys why you're so harsh.
First of all, we got a lot of attractive topless men starting this movie out. And I was surprised they started talking about women. I'll be honest, the movie had a very different vibe when I started watching this. I'm like, oh, this is one of the... Oh, they're missing women. But then a bunch of women run by. And then I'm more confused by the song missing
They're
after
not
it.
allowed to fraternize with those women. That's against the
because they're
rules.
officers.
They're officers.
They're officers. But it was not
Don't you know the
explained.
rules? Do you not know the rules?
I was like...
It was very confusing. Because it happened right away.
And then they said they can have them. And I was like, why can they have them?
Right.
They weren't allowed to.
And then Ray Walston, who's the only person I recognize in this movie,
Mr. Hand.
Billis, is, it becomes clear, I guess, because of that thing. Like, he's trying to ignore Mitzi in a way. And it's like, aren't you, like, wanting ladies around? And you're being weird, man. Like,
Can
what's
I clarify
happening?
that? I think he was doing that because he didn't want her to out him for having beautiful handmade skirts that he did, and he did beautiful work. I don't think he wanted to be called out for that in front of the other shirtless fellas.
I don't know.
It wasn't that he didn't want her attention.
I'm sorry.
He came in wearing
could you
a
explain
grass
that again?
skirt.
Because that sounded like a totally legit, not ridiculous plot
He was
point.
embarrassed.
That sounded like, you know
that
what?
She was like, you do beautiful
Guys,
work.
I can see the writing room right now. Okay, guys, how are we going to read around this?
Oh, my
The skirts.
Oh, yeah. Like, had
Bring
he
in the
made
skirts.
those?
That's going to be the reason. Oh, I forgot to talk about my beer. My hot take is brought to you by the worst mix ever.
Yeah.
A black and tan with German Hefeweizen
He just
Berliner
dumped
and
one of each
Guinness.
in a garbage can and shook
This
it
is
up.
why the Irish and the Germans don't mix, because it tastes terrible together.
You
so
should
don't
have
do
done
that
an
black
Italian
and
and a French.
tan. We'll call
beer.
this the Italian. No, actually, you know the worst part about it? He's my favorite part of this movie.
Emile
By
Debec?
far. Oh, by far. I think he's the best
yeah.
actor. I think whoever it is
He's
dubbing
charming.
him, his voice, his character actually has a change. No, he is the only thing. Not the only thing. Well, close. He's the one character I'm like, oh yeah. And I know he's dubbed, and I know he probably has a good voice, but that baritone, whoever sings that baritone, mwah, that is some amazing singing.
Stubot? Or are you talking about?
No, Emile's, whoever's singing for him.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Frenchman.
It's
Backup guy.
he is some kind of opera singer.
Oh my gosh, it
famous
is
at the time.
gorgeous. Every time they cut to his songs, I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. Oh wow,
Everyone's voice, outside of Ray Walston, who does sing his own parts, for better and worse,
Yeah.
their voice drops like 2 octaves the second they start
Yes.
singing. It always feels like.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to get
You
him.
can tell Lieutenant
Brrr.
Cable's voice is not
What?
Lieutenant Cable's voice.
It
You're like,
reminded
wait
me
a minute.
a little bit of when Jonathan Taylor Thomas started singing in The Lion King. I'm like, that's not JTT. I'm gonna be him. Whoa, JTT, where'd you come from, buddy?
I would like
Sounds
everyone
good.
to note that Seth said JTT.
Yeah.
Even I don't think Matthew Broderick even
yeah.
sings in
Yeah.
The Lion King, and he's in musicals.
Yeah.
And he's great.
Yeah, it's
It was
tough.
different back then,
It's
though.
a tough thing.
It was different back in
the
the
other thing-
90s, but it wasn't different back in 1958. You can't give him a break.
Hey, I can give him whoever breaks I want, but one's a cartoon.
A few things that
Musical
stood out
cartoon.
to me right out of the gate, where I was like, "Oh boy, this movie's gonna be a journey."
Yeah.
The overture, really long.
Yeah.
Yes.
and you're like, "All right, yeah, this is like going to a musical, except I don't have anything to look at."
The fact that they black out for both of those, the intermission and
It's
the
I almost blacked
intro,
out.
it's kind of
crazy.
like, why can't you at least leave the scenery going?
Just give me something.
Yeah, just have a long shot of the ocean waves with, Bali High in the background.
Yeah.
Give me something.
Maybe
Yeah.
a little red filter
That
over it.
that is kind of odd. Yeah, like throw a new filter on it. Like, let's make this one purple. I mean, you've
Yeah,
tried all
it's
the
like-
other colors. Why
That
black?
was-
Why black?
That was odd. And then one of the first shots, a bunch of naked boys walking through the foreground, and I thought,
I missed that.
I miss that too.
that's a
but
choice.
yeah, that's.
There's just a line of naked boys.
Which version of South Pacific did you watch?
Oh god, that's,
Yeah.
that's not. I
Which
can't.
cut
there's
of
no-
this?
Nothing can be
South
said
or
right now.
Pacific? Oh no.
Oh,
What is?
we did not watch the same movie.
And then
Oh, this is a first, everyone. No.
this became funnier over time, but it felt unusual that they thanked the DOD and like the Navy at the beginning for helping make the movie.
Yeah.
And then I think this movie does not do a great job of making the Navy and the DOD look great. There's a lot of incompetence in our boys here.
By Luther. I mean, really, it was
mean-
all Luther's doing.
All the
it's all
Seabees
goofy.
look like just the worst. Cable and Debec heroes and their fishing buddies.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone else, it's like, what
Incompetent.
are you doing
Yeah,
here?
that's pretty funny.
So anyway, those are, and then to Seth's point, Stew Pot with his name on his shirt,
hilarious.
and
How
it's a
many-
half shirt.
And how many different ways can you wear a sailor hat?
Oh yeah, he had the no hat,
The
just
no
rim.
top. Yeah. Oh, it's so great.
Yeah, it's wild.
Like, that's
that
how you
felt very
stand out
musical.
with your clothes.
Oh.
It did. This is one of the more real feeling musical movies I've seen because of all the flamboyance,
Yes.
let's say,
Yes.
of like
Nice.
costuming
Yes.
and characterization. It's like,
Yes.
you're these characters, and
Yes.
it's got to read
So
to the
funny.
back row.
Yes.
It's like,
and
yep,
what
nailed
is
it.
the problem with that? It is a musical.
You know what I realized?
It was on Broadway for
I
a very long
realized a
time
couple
before
things.
this.
Pulitzer
One thing,
Prize winning.
I didn't know that musicals could not have dancing. I just assumed there'd be dancing in this. So
She danced
There's
a little bit.
dancing,
Mitzi
but
danced a teeny tiny bit.
I was
Sure,
expecting.
the
I was like,
Thanksgiving show.
I was really excited. I'm like, oh, there's gonna be some dope musical numbers. See some cool dancing. I'm like, they're just standing around
Many
and
dope
singing.
musical numbers, but they didn't dance much.
They didn't dance at all. Like one kind of
You would
dancing
have
on the
thought
boats.
all of the CBs would have been
Oh, cool.
doing a big
scenes.
production in the background.
Nothing.
Which I'd be
Yeah.
curious. I haven't seen South Pacific the musical,
No,
but I imagine there's more dancing.
probably.
All those background guys should have
There
been
can't be less.
jumping around.
There can only be more.
There can only
dancing
be more.
in something.
That is a fair point.
I was so surprised. I've never seen a musical with so little dancing. And yeah,
Well, I can't imagine Juanita Hall being a great dancer.
I guess
My-
I saw Sweeney Todd. They don't dance much in that, so.
No,
Yeah, that's true.
they're really very much
other-
dumping people down a chute.
My other hot take might have been this has more forced romance than any Disney.
I think that
that's
is
a
a
nice-
very telling
That's a
way
nice way
you
to
just
put it.
said that.
It's like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's like the
Yeah,
same
like
sort of
but like
romance.
worse
Yeah,
than
yeah.
that in a way where you're like,
Yeah.
we've met for the first time. We're
the-
apparently proposing.
The mom was the broker, by the way. Is the broker the right word? Am I using the right
Emil,
word?
Yes.
Emil and Nurse Nellie had been dating for like 2 weeks, you
Yeah,
guys.
no, that's old news. That's
So
We
it
don't
wasn't
know
love at
that.
first sight.
And
Yes,
she-
we do.
she's from Small Rock, so
we do.
Okay,
He
and
said
2
these
weeks.
couple of weeks.
that's how girls from Small Rock roll.
And he was
Leah-
like,
Yeah, that was first sight.
but Emil 2 weeks into that relationship, he's like, when we marry and have children, I'll die early, because
So
I'm
you can
older
go
than you.
home.
And you're like,
Bros in his
He's
60s.
just being
He's just thinking
practical.
ahead.
Whoa.
Being
Yeah,
practical.
come on, man. Hey, you young, athletic kid. You don't understand. I'm in my 50s, and I'm far from done.
I don't think he was
that
quite
66.
That colonel.
66.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
I don't think he was quite
I'm
that
a bachelor.
I'm a bachelor. Like, yes, you are.
Sure.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
And we talked about the plot.
There's a lot of.
We talked about the plot.
A lot of things.
Oh,
no.
I will say this before I rip on the plot.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate the multiple stories. What made this interesting, besides the good singing and the bad acting, was the multiple storylines. And it was there was like a lot of things going on. And I was like, I wasn't bored for 1 second. Like, I was like, oh, I wonder what that's going to do and how's that. So I
weren't bored for 1 second.
No, except for the weird.
In a 2.5 hour musical.
You know when I was bored though,
and it was so bad. Right?
Those darn filters took you out so bad.
Yeah, they did.
They took you out so bad.
Gosh.
And
but
like
there was part of it I liked. The story didn't.
Well, no.
Valley High. Initially, when it was like kind of getting into just pinky,
that's fine.
I was like, "Oh, this is kind of fun."
Cool. Yeah.
And then they like jumped the shark.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh my gosh, what is happening?"
If you're transitioning to a new location, that's okay. But when you're singing about bowls of Jello,
but even as she's like entrancing him.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't mind it, but then it just kept getting worse and worse. It was like, oh, this is cool. And it was like, what is happening? Why are you searing my eyeballs?
I think the director, was it the director or the cinematographer? They said, yeah, I mean, nowadays you just hit Control-Z and you can fix that. But, we kind of did what we did.
You can't go back.
Reshoot it.
No.
So...
No.
Yeah.
He was disappointed.
It's just, I bet
to be fair, the director thought it was going to look not as, whoa.
Yeah, subtle.
Yeah.
I think subtle, probably his intention, I probably would have liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The songs, when they're... It's also like, it was confusing what was diegetics. Remember this word, everybody?
Here Pat goes again.
In-universe. In-universe versus not. Because... washing him out of her hair was diegetic. He heard her singing that song, but I don't know what other ones are. Are they singing? Are they not singing?
Yeah,
I couldn't tell. The movie had no logic around that.
Logic was sparing for sure.
Oh, so I assume they all are just like, yeah, this guy's gonna sing right now, and we're just gonna sit and watch
until the song's over, and they'll be like, she sure washed him out of her hair.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
it's fine. It was good musical logic. It felt like when I watched this, I'm like, I would have loved.
And honestly,
to see
it was fine, but I
would have loved to see this live.
And that's kind of the vibe that I get from watching this movie. And I have to say, there are 2 other solid musicals that I had as runners for my top 10.
Oh yeah, what were they?
My Fair Lady, which is pretty similarly shot to this with the multiple storylines. No.
Great.
Also, how many? Anyway, and then
also dubbed.
And then the one that everybody loves, Sound of Music.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I wanted the one that has like the
more
death
racism
and the war,
barely
and
death.
Like racism and the.
That's a pretty important one, though.
Let's talk about the death.
I feel like this one brought so much.
We gotta
more
do the
to
plot.
Rewind.
We gotta
do the plot. Including the music.
We gotta rewind the plot. Okay. The plot is, we have
World War II.
South
Pacific.
We are on an island, a Tonkin Island, which is.
But are we pre-war with Japan still?
No.
Wait, no, that's not because I thought they were like
we're losing
Pacific
this part
theater.
of the war.
We're in the Pacific theater.
Okay, I feel like at the beginning they're like, we're gonna go to war with Japan, but we're not yet. It confused me.
No,
I believe you.
They're actively fighting with Japan, and they're
that
not
makes more
doing
sense,
very well in the South Pacific.
Yeah, because what's his face? The pilot, who I did like,
they enlist
would
Lieutenant
swoop down.
Cable to come and help, and he enlists the Frenchman to help him because he knows the island so well.
Yeah.
And it turns the tide of the war there.
Yes.
The pilot swooping down to find out if an island was friend or enemy was
That was
pretty
great.
funny.
That was pretty legit.
Like, let's get low, flak. Okay, yeah, they're the bad
This
guys.
is
And
bad.
the funny thing is, I'm like, that's probably legit. Something like the monotony kills
Well,
you.
and
Dude.
also
Just
the
get a little
whole
excitement.
like guy spending a lot of money of the resources to get as a diversion, that's not far off of the part of the story. I mean, it's loosely based on the truth.
And they don't have a date, probably on purpose.
Sure.
So they don't have like that actual. I'm like, well,
Well, it's like it was based off the book Tales from the South Pacific, right? So
Yes.
it's all kind of a
oh man,
bunch of vignettes
Yeah.
shoved together into
Yes.
something of a cohesive
and
story.
that was a little bit more. The book apparently was a lot more real, a little more rough. Like
Focus
basically-
more on the lieutenant and
Everybody-
Liat, and not so much on Nellie and the Frenchman.
And in the end, all the people who went on the mission died, so that's awkward too. But that's that's more warlike. So there's stuff like that. I do have to say
that wouldn't have tested well with
no
audiences.
Yeah.
for a fun musical
Sorry,
comedy.
everybody's dead.
By the way, but we're doing better in the war.
I'm glad you're cool with raising these children because they're yours now.
Oh man! So I was listening to a interview with the author of the book, and the author of the book was kind of a interesting fellow because he was he knew he was an okay writer, but he didn't know how good he was, and he was too old to be drafted. But he kind of got browbeat to kind of join, and he wasn't really doing anything with his life anyways. He was 30, what did he say he was? 37, 36 or something when he went over. So all
he
these
was
kids.
basically Luther.
Yeah. Well, so
Was he like a CB? Was it that kind of his job
Yeah,
in the
so-
book? Or what was his role?
So the book's not about, it's not him specifically.
Yeah, but like why he went over there,
I didn't
because
look-
the CBs felt like they were largely witnesses to stuff going on.
Pat,
in a way.
I can only tell you about the real life because that's the only thing I researched.
All right, it's fine. Sorry, keep going.
I was like,
Keep
I
going.
got to finish this story because I can barely retain that information in my head. I'll be honest,
great,
guys.
great.
So he went over and he started to write the stories down as he saw it. And that's what he came back and wrote the stories from what he experienced, because he was then like the reporter that had to report of what. So he saw all these young kids like basically go to the front lines, and he talked with a lot of them. But it's interesting because he's definitely like a mature person. He wasn't actually mature, but like he's an older person, seeing all these 20-year-olds. And the part of the movie that's most ridiculous, where like the girls and the guys are all flirty. This is the part that kind of like dawned on me as like World War II. Everyone was young, and this is kind of their first time out of their hometown, and they're meeting a bunch of guys, gals from different places and different regions. And these islands were actually very multicultural because you had people from all over that were the Allies and all over the islands. So you had like not only people from Indonesia and Malaysia, like you'd have all these different island people that were also even some Vietnamese and Chinese, like it's just kind of this multicultural thing, and everyone's kind of young. So there was this kind of weird summer camp feel before you go off and die. And that's the crazy thing about this World War II experience, where we're like, oh, that's ridiculous. They're all gonna, but I'm like, yeah, but they're all so young. And
there are so many children that are half from,
for sure.
from people, from the soldiers being over there. And
so that was kind of like my big takeaway. Like, imagine if you're in your 30s though, and you've like seen some things, you're like, oh, this is so interesting. And then just kind of taking it all in, while in your 20s, this is your first experience away from the farm. Like, it's crazy.
I thought they did a pretty good job of exploring that between Cable and Mitzi. What's her name in the show? It's not Mitzi.
Nellie.
Nellie.
Whoa, Nellie.
Just being like, this isn't,
This is
this
not
is exotic.
Little
I
Rock,
kind of want to be here, but it's
Mhm.
not where I came from, and I don't, I thought they did that pretty well.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It's very interesting also, I go back and forth on this because it's like, oh, he totally forgot about his fiance. I'm like, yeah, but he's also at war. And like, there's also like
That,
that's,
yeah.
So I go back and forth. I understand how ridiculous that is. But then on the other hand,
Oh, but of course it happened.
all the time.
It
all the
happens
time.
when you leave a boyfriend, girlfriend from high school, and
Just
you're like, we're
'cause-
going to make this work, and you just go to a different college. It's not easy
But you're
to
not
maintain
usually
those kinds of things.
It's a different zip code. It doesn't count.
And
Yeah.
like the fact that he's the lead
just
we're
a
supposed to
song.
be rooting for.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, can I
Yeah. But the other thing too is I think this tried to show, because a lot of people did have relationships that were cross-cultural in the 40s and of course the Korean War as well. Arguably, we have a family member who also almost married someone from another country when he was over it.
Yeah.
So like there are a lot of things that like this is real to like a lot of people's story.
And it wasn't Seth.
Yeah.
No, I was not in the war ever. I'm worthless. So that it's interesting. I think this is like Roger and Hammerstein, like, hey, look, this is something that you guys need to see, like this. And they used, I felt it was very explicit. They said things making love explicitly. Like it wasn't like the lieutenant and the daughter are just hanging out. No, like they said making love a couple, 3 times. And I was like, oh, they're not pulling any punches here. Like this is an unapologetic.
Well, because I think that was the only thing you could say.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
that was the only allowed phrase.
But it was like
making
so
love.
obvious though. That's what I'm saying. I thought it'd be more nuanced than
Yeah,
how.
when it comes out of Bloody Mary's mouth, you're
Yeah.
kind of like,
Oh.
she's making it sound way
way
dirtier
yeah.
than when we're used to in a musical.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
way too into it.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh my goodness. And of course I had a problem. I'm like, of course they make the young, pretty Asian girl as this like this image that's not multifaceted. Like that was very frustrating, like usual that they did back then. But I'm sure it's hard. I'm like, okay, but they also were trying to show like, hey, this is something that is happening and it's okay and can be good. But yet they didn't make it good because they didn't show enough layers to kind of really flesh that out. And so that's always a frustrating. You're like, I see what you're trying to do there, but by making her a one-sided pretty porcelain doll.
But would it have been better if he had lived and gone back and married her?
It would have been better.
I think it was
Interesting.
I like how they ended that.
It would
like,
have
for
been better
one,
if
it
they
doesn't-
fought like the Frenchman and Mitzi did. Like that's what they could have done. Anything.
They
Any
weren't
sort of-
really fighting.
But I'm just saying there was no tension, but there was tension in the other relationship, which made that
Right.
one more believable. And this was like
Well, the only
one-sided.
reason they didn't have the opportunity because he was in the hospital with malaria. He missed his opportunity.
Boy,
to
that
fight
came
with her.
that a lot happened during the intermission.
Yeah, did anybody rewind? And
I
go,
was
did
like-
I miss the part where he got hurt or
I
something?
didn't,
I
but
did,
I was
and
like,
I've seen it so many times. I had to remind myself, like, wait, what?
Are you telling me there's plot holes in this movie? Get out of
No,
here. That
it's
is
just some
what?
subtleties that
is
you
so
have to go back
surprising.
and clarify. It's a lot of story. It's a lot. A lot of good
I
stuff.
went.
You just gotta get to that
I
next
was
song.
taking-
You gotta
A
do
lot of
whatever you gotta do
segues
to
to
that
get
song.
from song to song.
Yeah.
I was taking notes, kind of the large section of the movie we're sort of talking about. I'm curious if you can follow along with me if you've seen the movie.
Certainly.
So let's go.
I know
We
I
should
can.
quiz
Singing down the
Mariah.
lens. Yeah, singing down the lens is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Weird.
There's some
that she
way
did
too
that.
much eye contact with Mitzi. You're like, stop
Yeah.
looking right at the camera.
Bad cartwheel.
Yeah.
Why did he run out of the office like that? Why
Oh.
did they make out right away? Didn't he have a girlfriend from Philadelphia?
Fiance.
Fiance.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was that too.
He ran out of
So
the office, Patrick,
Yeah, old
because
news.
they were like, "You're gonna go on this
He
mission.
was revved
You
up.
gotta go enjoy your time right now because you're probably gonna die." And so then he's
Yeah.
like, "All
Gives
right,
malaria
here
to
we
get the
go.
Bali High.
Jeez
Get me
Louise.
on that
Yeah.
boat." And he did.
So smoky. Younger than springtime? Ugh. Hey, which led me to go,
Gayer than laughter.
how old is Liat?
I can tell you. I can
Yeah,
tell
okay,
you.
you can jump in. I've got a few more and then I'll be
Gee.
done. But yeah. Drinking leftover champagne?
Heck yeah. I was like, this is my girl. I'm like, I don't care.
But just
You better hold on
like,
to her, Frenchman. She's
Right
a
before
party.
you drive that
She's
Jeep.
a party.
Right before you drive that
Just like-
Jeep you stole back
heck
to
yeah,
the
girl.
base.
This girl knows what
yeah,
she's doing.
it's like a
Down the
teenager
narrow road,
like
down the hill.
sipping
No.
leftovers.
Bro, that was the most Little Rock thing I've ever seen. That was so good.
Yeah. And then what a weird way to introduce his kids.
Hold on, I got a surprise for you.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
And then drunk driving? Question mark. And why is she sad about the kids? Nellie is racist? Question mark.
Yeah.
Duh. That's the whole
And
point of the
then,
movie. That's like the
Absolutely.
whole point of the movie.
I know,
Them
but this is
overcoming
me
their
finding
racism.
out
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah,
we
yeah.
went.
It was before
This
the
was
carefully
like,
Bro,
taught
Little
song.
Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah.
They were not on the north
I
side of the war.
know.
ARK.
And then
The South will
I
rise
have
again.
Swim kissing was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And I am crushing your head. Sorry, I'll leave you that. There you go. So those are some of my notes.
you missed a
These
couple.
are the thoughts I have.
Those
while
are
watching
interesting
this.
observations.
Why does Bloody Mary speak English and her daughter only speak French? What's going on there?
She taught her French. She
Sacre
just didn't
bleu.
feel like teaching her English yet.
Yeah, you
Because
got a
the
whole
actress,
island of Marines, and
Didn't
you're sticking with
speak
French?
Or only spoke French. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's only on Bali High only takes French.
Yeah.
There was something interesting with
French
the magic that
Polynesia.
was Bali
That's true.
High. That this could have been any culture, tribe,
sure.
whatever was on Bali High. There's French-speaking Asian people.
It's
Daughters
French. I think it's French
of-
Polynesia, so everybody speaks French.
But she
if
was
you're gonna have a second
Tonkinese.
language.
Tonkinese, supposedly.
Yeah.
Which Liat is Tonkinese, I
Yes,
guess,
in real
or
life.
Vietnamese.
North Vietnamese and French.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I was like, she looks Vietnamese, first of all. But second of all, like, and I assume Bloody Mary is not Vietnamese.
No, she is Black Irish.
Yeah, because she don't look Vietnamese.
No.
And that's the other thing, too. Like, Tonkin, I was like, I've never heard of Tonkin or Tonkinese before.
It refers to North Vietnamese, I believe, is what I saw.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Yes. And
But then I also Googled
Burmese,
Tonkinese, and I
Siamese,
had
yeah.
all these cats show up.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, they only say cat now.
well, because
which is a new blend of cat.
and it has to do with what country was in charge at what time. So you got Burmese, you got Siam, the Kingdom of Siam once ruled all that. China went down there and owned that part for a while. Vietnam.
Well, and
So-
French
and
tried
then
to
the
get
French,
into
Polynesia
Vietnam.
is literally
And so that's where I thought why
It
she
makes
maybe would have
sense-
spoke French
it makes sense
when they were
that
trying to
people
colonize.
spoke French because the fact that the Americans were occupying or there stationed was just because it was during the war. There wouldn't normally be they wouldn't normally be there.
right.
So
Yeah.
nobody needed to know English at the time. But Bloody Mary, because she was like selling stuff, she happened
Making
to
that
know.
money.
She happened to know everything.
By the way,
$2,000.
did we talk about the plantation? Because I was like,
You know, we're not
no
gonna talk
one-
about the
no one talked about the
plantation.
plantation. Like, oh, he's just a happy plantation owner. I'm like,
It's a
I
plantation.
didn't get the sense
It doesn't
that
necessarily
this
mean he
was
has
like a
slaves
southern
and things.
plantation.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Or a Hawaiian plantation, or the bananas, and they're not super good there
Yeah,
either.
I didn't get the sense.
Everybody
I get the
liked
sense
him.
he was
All right.
very
liked him.
All right.
friendly with all these folks.
Mm-hmm.
So
It just
Why do you have
the
to go there,
phrasing
Seth?
makes us the phrasing in a
Can it
movie
be
about
as-
racial tension makes me uncomfortable. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Next thing, the author of the book, I watched him and Diane Sawyer go back to the island where he visited, and there was a French woman who was in her 90s that was a part owner of a plantation, and some ladies from around there, and she was still there. So there's definitely this mix of real life stories that went into this.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then,
Did
but
she kill a
Right
bully
down
too?
to the Frenchman that they tell the story about with the children.
yes, so it's fascinating that there is not it's not true story obviously, but there's just definitely like pieces of different people.
Yeah,
that
I think it's
made this.
examples of what was happening there.
And it seemed to be. It's hard because like these are the things that first introduce Westerners to certain cultures and concepts, much like the John Wayne movie we watched about Ireland. The Quiet Man.
Yeah.
Mariah, what's with you finding the most
Questionable things?
questionably
Yeah.
like introduction to racism? I mean to cultures.
There was no racism in. There was no racism in.
But
The
that's funny
Quiet
because
Man.
The Quiet Man is a very interesting.
And
like,
this movie wasn't meant
comparable.
to be focusing on. It shouldn't be problematic because of racism. It should be recognized for being as progressive as it was for 1958, or for when the play was written, for when the musical was originally written, 1949 or something. It should be recognized for as progressive as it was. And when they made it into a film, there were boycotts on "you have to be carefully taught." People did not want that song in there. They made people uncomfortable.
Great song.
And they said, no, we're going to put it in. And I think that alone makes this movie stand out as like a classic, not just a classic movie, but a progressive movie for the time.
Oh, for sure.
And it's got some awesome music in it. And it's got some beautiful scenery in it.
So I agree.
And it does
100%.
have some good acting in it. Sorry, Seth.
Could you give me some examples?
Yeah, Emile.
I will.
Mitzi Gaynor's a great actress too. She just has that voice, kind of, that maybe is a little abrasive.
I loved Emile.
Emile
was great.
is charming.
I thought he was great.
Luther's great.
Who's
The
Luther?
captain is great.
Billis.
Luther Billis.
Oh,
That's a tough role
because he's fun.
Because he's kind of meant to be like really annoying and
Yeah.
dumb.
No, he was fine.
It's got
He did
the
a good job,
comic
but
relief.
it's like
It's got the comic
know
relief.
who
It's got
is-
the darkness.
you know
It's
who is
got all the
terrible?
stuff. It's got the war historical.
Who was the
Cable.
worst actor in this movie? Because I know my favorite worst actor in this movie.
Maybe the commander, whatever his name was.
The captain?
Pretty- That
I like
felt,
the captain.
That he felt like
The
when
whole
he
like
came on, I was
I'm
like,
an
this
o-
could be Plan 9 from outer space. This could be
Well, yeah, sure. But that
Just-
came out about the same year, right?
this island Earth.
He
you
might
know,
have been
we
in
could
both.
watching any of those.
But his whole speech about like I'm an older gentleman and I do not consider
Very
myself like
uncomfortable.
it was so funny. I loved it.
You're all
It is
wrong.
funny, but-
The worst character is Lieutenant Cable. Hands
No.
down.
No,
Not-
he's pretty bad.
He's the
Only-
reason I love
not-
this movie. And it might not be his
Wow.
acting. I
no,
don't know.
He's a good-looking guy. I'll
Because
give you
he's a
that.
sexy man.
So sexy like Lieutenant.
The rumors of who he was going to be replaced with, was it Robert Redford? Gosh,
Rest in
speaking
peace.
Oh, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Today,
We found out
guys,
today,
this is
podcast.
2 weeks late. But
I
for
rewatched
us-
a classic in honor of him.
I know,
I
I
watched
almost-
Barefoot in the Park today.
Oh, that's cool. If we know, we would have done we could do like an immediate podcast tomorrow, guys. Are you in? Are we go?
No.
Okay, fine.
Hard pass.
The Sting.
We did watch the Sting.
Oh, no, we already
Maybe
did the Sting.
We'll
We already
post,
did the
I'll
Sting.
repost the Sting tomorrow.
Yeah, clips.
So I thought this guy is supposed to be holding down this film. And he has this moments where he's like, no, this is the way we're taught. Like he has the most important, arguably, line in the film where he's, well, the best line is by Emile when he talks about,
I killed a man.
yeah, or I thought the
Who's
best,
a bully?
the bullies. The best line in the movie is, I thought the world hated bullies like me, but I found that's not true. And that was the most timeless.
That's the
That's
most
the
profound
best-
part
Timeless.
to you.
100%. Okay.
Some of us got different things out of this movie. And
Joe
that's okay.
Cable.
It's okay to get
Joe
different
Cable's,
things.
yeah, lip syncing to,
Oh, yeah.
you have to be carefully taught. That performance was good. It
was good.
Everything else,
Good.
it's
But
like he's kind of meant to be a
when he died, I was like, okay.
block of stone.
And honestly, I feel like he should feel awkward around Mary while he's having this like love at first sight kind of situation.
imagine,
he should be
though?
awkward because this lady is watching him.
If Robert Redford did this part, you would be crying when
Robert
he died.
Redford couldn't sing.
Neither did this guy.
Neither could Joe Cable.
We don't know for sure, but
That's my
that's
point,
true.
though. Like, you could have had a guy who could actually act,
John
and that would have been
Kerr.
like, it would have.
how old was Robert Redford in 1958?
I bet he is too young.
Is he too
Yeah,
young?
he would have been too young.
Not Redford then. Who is okay? They just went over the lines.
Because John Kerr was
Robert
27.
Redford was born in 1936. Oh,
he could have been
22.
22.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Kerr
fine.
was 27 in this.
Yeah. I'm just saying he was the worst.
You're the worst.
He wasn't great.
You're the worst. Please leave.
His death was like
it's afterthought.
kind of underwhelming because like it was.
They're just covering him up.
You could have done so much with that character.
And he was a little too tense
My good friend
to be
Joe Cable
getting
died.
covered up as a freshly dead person.
And it was like, what happened? Did he just
Not
get really bad
once.
diarrhea? Did he?
Not once did I
He
care.
just
Was he shot?
his friend Joe didn't make it.
It wasn't
Yeah,
good.
he just died.
It
Yeah.
just
Took my
wasn't
last bit
good.
of food and I stabbed him because he was a bully.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay.
I
Okay,
thought
Mariah, what line is better than the bully line in this movie? Because I contend that is like it. Other than You Have to Be Taught. That song, of course, is great too.
I can't think of one.
Well,
There's so many.
here's the other thing with Nellie's reveal to be racist.
Mm-hmm.
She had also previously found out that he murdered a guy
And she's cool with that.
because he said he was a bully. She didn't even get the whole story about
Yeah.
this guy was basically making, his town or village
Yeah.
miserable and he was a horrible human or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, this guy was a bully. It's like, what? He stole your lunch money one day and you killed him?
Yeah.
Like the justification for the murder she accepted was so nothing.
She had faith in him. Like, you're telling me that this thing happened and I know you, so I know that you did it for a good reason. I don't need to
So
hear
you
this
go,
story right away.
All right, this girl's tolerance for things pretty high. And then she's like, oh, look at these, beautiful children. The couple have their big black eyes or brown eyes. I forget what she said. Made me uncomfortable. And then it was like, oh, those are your kids?
Ooh, I gotta go.
Gross.
Gotta go.
I can't handle this. You're like,
Yeah.
he just said he murdered somebody and you don't have any backstory. And it's like, racism is powerful, y'all.
Sure.
This is
You didn't
that Little Rock.
Making blended families back then was not comfortable.
Not okay.
Not comfortable.
Kill people, fine.
Yeah.
Interracial relationships.
Because it was a Frenchman
Horrible.
killing
Yeah.
a Frenchman.
And that's the best part of this movie. Let's be honest. Like that's the win.
I
That's
know,
where-
but it was such this like it came out of nowhere for me because of the other things that happened in the movie. That's the thing. I think if I knew ahead of time somehow that this was an anti-racist movie in a way or
then
story,
you'd see it coming. Yeah.
I think it's better
Yeah,
that
but,
you
like,
guys
it
went
was
into
just
this
like-
without knowing.
I know I kind of like it, but it was so shocking to me because of the other things that had transpired.
100%. Yeah.
Because there's a version where I'm like, oh, all this movie is just kind of racist because of the
Sure.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm used to that.
Well, yeah,
movie
you
being
should
like,
be because
How dare you be racist?
Yeah.
As I'm like, oh, I thought we were okay with a decent amount of racism.
hey, Liesel was in love with Rolf in Sound of Music, and we were
Yes.
fine with that. And she was 16.
Also,
and,
she's underage.
yeah, she's younger than Liat. Come on,
we
people.
weren't fine with it.
No.
They were fine with
They
it
were
in their
fine.
weird little silo. And then you realize, like,
That's
Rolf's a Nazi.
different
You gotta
times,
get out of
kind
there.
of, yeah.
Yeah. Weird. I mean, there's
Like, let's remember the problems of
Again, Rolf
many
wasn't the
movies.
lead. Rolf wasn't the lead of the movie we're trying to redeem in some way.
No, he doesn't really get
You know,
redeemed.
Joe
much.
Cable, who is cheating on his fiance,
Well, he
and
dies.
racist
He pays
in some weird
he
ways.
pays-
Yeah, he pays the price.
So Joe Cable, I wish, I just wish it was a different
He
actor
would have died
so
sooner.
much.
Or...
Well, yeah, with that actor for sure. But there were so many great possible moments that I was like, oh, that could have been so good. Because Joker is the one who says,
John.
did I say Joe?
Yeah.
I think G.I. Joe.
It's
Joe
Joe
Cable,
Cable,
John Kerr.
John Kerr. Same,
Okay,
same
just-
person.
Fine.
So he says to Emil, no, you're taught it. And that's like the powerful moment of this film is like, why is she running away? And he's like,
Yeah,
it's like,
great.
and the best part is,
explain it for me. Explain it for us. I even like that too. Like I can't put it into words why it is happening.
That
whole
was
bit
great.
was great.
And here's another fun thing that maybe people would have picked up on or not. He's a northerner. She's a southerner. That's kind of a fun little thing that people don't like mention. So she's from Little Rock, y'all. I don't know if you guys been down there, but it ain't New York. So there's definitely this like interesting thing that in the end, she's the one who actually accepts the multiracial situation, and he says, "No, I'm going to go back to my other gal." So there is that kind of interesting.
At first,
well,
but they don't.
We don't
he
know.
dies
Exactly
before
right.
he has the
And
chance
I
to
agree
go
with-
back.
I
He's
agree
going
with you.
to do it. We all know he's going to.
I also did like he's like, I don't want to make a life decision. Let me go put myself in a really dangerous situation.
Let me get
and
through
delay
this first, and if I come out, then I will make a good decision.
Hey, we've all done that.
Yeah.
I've been like, hey guys,
I'm going to go back to China, and I'm going to get back to you on that girl who wants to seriously date me.
You're not wrong.
Oh, look at the time.
Let's talk about this
go.
in a decade when I come back.
Awkward. I'll be right back.
Yeah, same age, too. Same age.
Yeah. So
Come
there's
on.
that was kind of another fun like aspect of. I wonder if the people watching it got that as well, because it's fun that she's a white Southern girl marrying French guy.
You're right.
So I
very quickly forget some of these things as I'm putting it through my modern lens.
and 1958
my
like
woke
I re-
lens.
my
Yeah,
woke
and I'm
lens.
like,
you've got
oh yeah.
to go back and use your 1958 lens.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's still like this is the messed up part, because it's a white girl. It's different than the white guy. There's also different like the sexism of the era as well. Like that's so I do appreciate that Rogers and Hammerstein kind of pushed that part as well. Like, no, we're gonna do this.
Did we find out how Emil's first wife died? The mother of his children?
She just did. She just did.
The never time.
We don't talk about it.
Not important. Not important.
Maybe she was pushed off a cliff.
Maybe.
Maybe she died of natural causes. We don't know.
Plot twist. She was the bully.
Oh.
Yeah. I killed the bully. Yeah, here's the other bits too.
She was very
Emil,
domineering.
So they're dating for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Not a long time, but apparently enough to fall in love.
Hey,
and he's like, you can have my children,
Pat, the world
but
is
I'm not going
ending.
to tell you I
World War II.
also have children. Like we're not, even though I've mentioned marriage and having, you birthing my children, I'm not going to mention that I have any children yet. It's not the right time.
Mm-hmm.
And she's interrogated. That was a whole weird part where they're like, this guy's lying to you, lady. Like, you didn't mention any kids?
They're like,
He's
yeah.
like, no.
But the captain
But he
came
did
to his.
mention
The
killing
captain's
somebody.
like, "Hey, you don't tell her on
They
the first
didn't out.
date."
They didn't out
They
him.
didn't out him. Like,
They're like,
they
we're
had
gonna
his
let
back.
this
No.
one. We're
They're
gonna
like,
let this one play
No.
out.
This French guy knows what he's
Frankly,
doing.
it's none
He
of her
knows-
business, you know?
What's
You need to
she-
find out more about him.
Women
Miss
can't
Forbush,
handle
please.
these
No,
things.
especially
So-
young women
Please ask
She's
him
so
some
fragile.
questions.
with short hair.
Yeah. Maybe
That
look
can't
through
act.
his. Maybe go into the house and look around.
She got that haircut for this movie. That's in the footage.
It does look good.
Wow.
I
The
watched that
director-
footage as well.
And the producer.
Did you watch
are
that? Was that
like,
the creepiest thing in the outtakes where all these old dudes are sitting around watching her get her haircut? I watched that behind the scenes and I was like creeped out. I was like, this is the most like
I did
mean,
not
it's all kind
watch
of gross.
that.
And then
casting
all those
couch.
men are shirtless in the next shots, you know?
I mean, hey,
Just
whatever.
sweaty.
They're younger.
I-
They're not the old
How
guys.
sweaty
in
must
suits.
this movie have been?
Yeah. No, and also the fact that everybody's pretty attractive in this, but the whole like her washing her hair and then just going like this a few times and it looks perfect.
That was great.
That's infuriating.
Why did she shampoo her hair outside of the tree shower?
Oh, I can answer that. Save water.
Yeah.
I have been in the
Did they have to save water?
Yeah,
in-
100%. You're on
You
a
know, the
freaking island.
islands?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Use
they
salt water?
basically have like heat
Yeah,
by
why
a
not?
Yeah.
hot bucket water.
Have you watched
It's
the
coming
salt
out of
water?
a tree. What are we?
Oh, sorry, you don't
what
have
are
any
we
hair.
talking about
Sorry.
here?
Pat, were you not
Yeah.
in the South
I
Pacific?
I
in
washed my hair with
1940s?
salt water
I have definitely,
every day.
I've definitely lived in places where we get wet, turn off the water, lather up, and then turn on the water to wash out.
All right, fair enough.
So I was like,
But do you leave the shower and wander around and sing a song?
If you've got big decisions
Also,
to make, if you got big decisions, you walk around.
is there a Frenchman and
The
a
Swiss
plantation on the line?
family,
Then yes.
yeah. The Swiss Family Robinson of all of the
Yes,
setups, it was
nice.
pretty great.
Pretty
that,
great.
Like,
Legit.
I liked
Speaking
that.
of
That's what made it feel like a
problematic racist
musical to
movies.
me. Yeah. Let's not.
Let's not
But I
tear
did
it down all over.
again. A tree, is your shower.
Animal
like, that's good
cruelty
stuff.
also. Come on.
It's the
let's
Tarzan
not talk
tree in
about
a
that.
Disneyland now, right? They moved on.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we didn't talk about the plot, but who cares?
I think
Basically,
you get the
mostly did.
gist. Couple of romances,
Yeah.
South Pacific, World War II.
Yeah, exactly right. Let's talk about some of the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Who were? Oh, yeah.
Well-
Pat? Okay, go Pat.
Just speaking of plot, the whole premise of the movie, Joe Cable shows up in the first minute to be like, I'm here to do this secret mission to change the course of the war.
Shirt's optional.
And then that doesn't
Except for
happen
him, he never
for,
took his shirt off. What's up with that, Joe Cable?
for two. What, Joe Cable? Yeah, he was off every second he was on Bally High. his
Valley
shirt was
High,
off.
he was very shirtless.
That's fair. I forgot about
Very shirtless.
I-
Anything happens.
By the
on
way,
Valley High.
on that first scene, a couple of those dudes had like modern day muscles. They were cut like modern day actors, and I was
ripped.
very impressed. I was like, "What is going on? Did Henry Cavill go back in time teach these guys how to work
Yeah.
out? Because what is going on right now,
Stew Pot was
Muscly
his,
men.
bro? They were
inspiration.
But yeah, so anyway, this is the whole premise of why Joe Cable comes. That whole bit doesn't happen till for 2 hours.
Well, yeah. Things have to
It's
happen
so
to make,
much build
to
up,
make
and then they're
Emil
like,
desperate enough to
Okay.
be willing to take on that mission. It has to play out this
Did we
way.
talk about why the heck
For
is there
him
an
to
intermission?
say, yeah,
why
let's
is there
do
an
it?
intermission in this movie? By the way, It's so dumb.
Because that's what they did
and
back
we
then.
needed a break.
I compare this so much to My Fair Lady, in that there's so much, and there's the intermissions, the great songs, all the things.
Well, they didn't cut songs from this like they often have in musical
No,
adaptations
this is
to
one
movies.
of this
At least
is
they
like
don't make
one
it-
of the few or one of the only ever adaptations to include all of the original
Except
songs.
for freaking Wicked, which is making it into.
But they did
17
make it
different movies.
out of order. Did you see that? Apparently, Lovely Evening or whatever it is.
Some enchanted
happens,
evening.
Some Enchanted Evening happens really early, and then Bloody Mary isn't like
Well,
later. They
he
swapped
sings part
a bunch
of it.
stuff.
Oh
Are
yeah.
you saying the plot holes are because they switched the songs around? Is that why nothing made sense?
I don't even know if there's plot holes. I think it's just they
There's no
thought
plot.
Zero
Yeah.
plot
Bloody
holes.
Mary is a better introduction to the island than us jumping right to Nellie and Emil's romance.
Well, you got to make it fun before you bring the darkness.
Is that what that was?
I
fun?
agree. I
That
think it
was
makes
fun?
sense for the movie, but that's not how it is in the musical. It's just interesting.
Right.
Huh.
Anyway, Seth, what were you saying? Were you trying to wrap something up?
I was not trying to wrap
What
anything
were you
up.
attacking
I
again?
want to talk about the ladies who were going to be Mitzi. Because there were some
right.
some options here.
We're in the fun facts.
Yeah,
section.
I guess I want to go to fun facts. Is it too
Yeah,
early?
we can transition.
No,
to
Is
fun
it too early
let's
fun
do it.
facts?
No, that's
Because
fine.
like fun facts are
We could all go to bed
kind of
earlier.
plentiful. Early. We're an hour in, folks. There's nothing early about it.
Well, okay. A few things before that we get there, because
Oh, that's
I have a
great.
few
I
more
knew
like
it. I knew
notes I wrote.
Oh,
I'm
this is
just
great.
Curious.
Notes by Pat.
Curious what you guys thought.
Sponsored by
Thoughts
no
of
one.
Patrick again.
Looks like it's an American down there. How would we know that? When it's Billis in the raft?
Well, he's pretty white. And his
I guess a
outfit.
white guy.
Maybe it's a yellow raft. Maybe only Americans have yellow rafts. You know what?
Maybe.
I didn't think twice about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is messed
Then
up.
the pleading, live.
Yeah, that's
Real
She
weird.
says live one or two too many times.
Real weird.
Have you brought up the
Didn't love
tattoo that
that.
washes off while he's in the raft? Have
She
you
No,
has
I
noticed
did
a-
see that.
Okay.
Nurse
That was fun.
Nellie has
Yes,
a lot
Bill's
of inner
is-
dialogue that's out. coming out.
We're going to call her the
said
Mariah
awkwardly.
of this show.
She's
But yeah,
speaking
as
her
Seth
mind.
mentioned, Billis's
I don't
Billis's,
change my filter though.
naval ship stomach tattoo does get washed away in a couple shots when he's in the raft.
Aww.
Pretty impressive pyrotechnics actually during that scene.
That's true.
Like, that's probably
That was
sketchy
a lot.
that they did this.
Yeah.
I mean, real gunfire. I'm into the water. I assume. Like it's not like it's squibs.
Yeah, they were probably really
Lot of
shooting
stuff.
at him.
The last thing Nellie says that I wrote down that made me uncomfortable.
Oh, I love it.
You better learn to mind me because I love you.
Very much.
Now we're talking, Pat. Isn't that what you
Yeah.
told your wife when you asked her to marry her?
Yeah. Because of what I'm doing, you need to change your behavior.
Well, to be fair, the kids
these
didn't
kids
know
are
what
like,
the kids didn't speak English. They didn't know what she was saying. It's fine. It's
No.
just more inner dialogue outside.
Pat, you're the reason.
yeah. Also, what's that whole relationship? They're
Pat,
like, we don't know what the heck this.
This
lady's
is why
talking
kids.
about.
This is why kids are so bad now because they don't
Nelly.
She
learn
made
to
weird
mind their
soup.
stepmom. Obviously, she's now the evil stepmom. By the way,
Not yet.
Yeah, those
She's
kids
just
are
some
pulling Parent
lady
Trap
that's
style
visiting
pranks
that's just
on her. I'm sure the whole
speaking
time.
a different
right?
language at them.
side note, she just shows up. Who let her hang out with his kids? Like, what's up with that? Like, no one's giving her
Yeah,
permission.
what's the legal situation happening? Who did Emil leave his kids with?
100%. There's not her.
The butler?
Oh, Bloody
And-
Mary. You better believe it's Bloody Mary.
No.
No, Bloody Mary will sell him off to some other rich Frenchman
Yeah.
or something.
How do we feel about when the boring guy died, and and Mitzi has to console
Liette.
Liette? How do we feel about that scene?
Interesting because in the movie
She
it doesn't
doesn't
play
tell
into
her,
this,
she
and maybe the
just
musical
hugs her.
does. She's pregnant.
Oh, that would be so much better.
That's the implication.
Oh.
Because Bloody Mary's like she
Bro.
has to marry Joe Cable.
Oh, she just
Why would
says
she
Liette
have
says
to?
she won't marry anyone but him.
Yeah, but why? But
That's
Because she's
way
in love
better.
with
Pregnant.
him, Pat.
Hey, that's how you know it's the
it's
right one.
implied she's pregnant
one's
because
stuck.
it's been a few months or however long it's been.
Oh.
No, I think the thing is the theory. Maybe it's again more explicit in the musical that
Real
Liette is
explicit.
pregnant with Joe Cable's kid.
Oh.
I will say
That's why
this.
Bloody Mary's open to her like not marrying this other guy.
It's a bummer
You know,
that
that she was
He's
gonna
gonna
get away.
know pretty soon.
Here's the thing. It's a bummer that those kids have no father, but they're going to be really good looking. I'm just going to say it.
They're gonna be
gonna
so
real
good
good looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good genes.
Good genes.
We're pretty people,
Yeah.
they say.
And they don't have to deal with his bad, personality now. So that's good. So I mean, this could be a win. I don't know. Good stepfather. Maybe
He
get a
would-
meal in there. I don't know.
All right. Fun facts. Are we into fun facts?
Oh, I
now?
hope so.
apologize.
Speaking,
I
can I jump
I
onto
wrote
that?
so many notes in this one that I was
I'm
like,
so
I
sorry. That was
feel
good.
like I need.
Yeah.
Your
So-
notes. That
Can
might,
can
that
I
might have
s-
to be a new section. Is the
Can I
notes.
start with my fun facts about how old
Yes.
Liette is supposed to be in this?
Yes. Thank you.
First of all,
How old is this little kid?
she is
Younger than springtime.
She is actually 19 in this movie. He is 27. So those are the numbers you can
Okay.
know of the actors. In
Leave.
this, she is supposed to be about 17.
Yeah.
And he's
how's he
supposed to be about 22,
35.
I believe. No.
Yeah. Okay.
I did think he
It
could
didn't
very
seem...
feasibly be very young 20s.
Yeah.
He had a young baby face.
It didn't feel gross that way to me. But yes, the younger
think-
than springtime singing is
Yeah,
kind of
if
weird.
they didn't mention how young and if all the other characters didn't refer to her as a child or a kid, I
Little
probably wouldn't
girl.
have thought twice about it.
Yeah.
But it's like all these other people who seem like his peers
Mhm.
are like, oh, that baby you're like making out
I
with?
think that's
You know,
just
like-
how you.
like,
I
whoa.
think in 1940s, you said your little girl back home, and
My
your
baby.
yeah, my
It's
baby.
very Elvis.
Sure.
Can we talk about? I was thinking about this. Why Joe Cable's looks so young is probably because he doesn't actually emote. He doesn't smile or frown. He
Because
just
he
has a
doesn't have
blank
to.
face.
He's just
So
really,
he
really
just doesn't
pretty.
actually have to act. He just, hey, I'm good enough looking, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's tough in Bali High. He's
Racism
half
is bad.
the scenes. I mean, Bloody Mary is giving her
He's just
all,
supposed to look
Man,
and he's
off
just
into
like,
the distance.
you know, I will say this.
He's supposed to be in a trance, and he
doesn't-
pulls
doesn't-
that off.
He doesn't steal the scene from any other actor. So that's, in that way, he's very generous. He's very generous.
Hey, shout out to the map painters for Bali
Yes.
High. We have
Bro,
a
nice
real
job.
frame
Yep.
where ocean waves are coming in, and Bali High is sitting on the horizon.
Yeah.
Behind trees.
They make
Yeah.
that look good.
It looks
Great.
real good.
Yeah.
Like and there was a few different angles of it where the
Yeah.
trees were different. It's like, that's a new painting on glass
I could have used
to make
another
that work
filter
right at
on
the
there.
horizon.
I
line.
actually
could've
think
used
those
one
are
more
moments where
filter.
the color filters aren't the worst thing in the world.
Correct,
You're
correct.
like, this makes a blend
It
happen.
needed 2 or 3 more filters on there, though, to really
like,
go with the rest of the film.
When
I mean,
there's
they
nothing
should have
there, I'm like,
experimented more.
that's pretty good. Bali High looks like
great.
it's out there. We've got a ton of foreground elements that are happening.
Yeah.
I was like pretty impressed with that.
Yeah,
And
I feel like the filters were the worst only when it was Mitzi Gaynor close-ups. When she's like, I'm a cockeyed optimist and a canary yellow, and
She
you're
did
like,
say
yeah,
cockeyed.
it
Yeah,
should
when-
not be canary
when the
yellow.
sun, come on, not
Okay.
to the lyrics.
That's silly.
How
And
did-
her staring down the camera with the filter,
How
too.
did you guys feel about
Very
when they
weird.
first got to Bali High? How did you guys feel when you first got to Bali High?
There's so much
like,
to see.
what is this place?
It's very weird.
Why are they all waiting for 2 Americans to come? Like, why is the whole village out there
Yeah.
doing a celebrate? Like, what is this island? And then you're like,
It's
Bloody
where-
Mary's running this island.
You know what it is? Do you
It's a
remember?
racket.
Do you remember when we went on that Royal Caribbean cruise?
Here we go.
And we looked across the water, and
Carib-
it was the Carnival cruise, and they were having fun. And there was like a party and music and stuff. We could see across the water.
And we
And
didn't
our
get-
That's
ship
what
smelled
Bali
like dead
High.
fish.
That's what Bali High was for us. We're like, look over there. That's where all the fun is. That's where they kept all the fun. That's where they.
Yeah.
That's why you could only be an officer to get there, because they didn't want any riffraff impregnating their Polynesian ladies.
Although I will say they said they wore skirts and nothing else, but they were wearing more than skirts in this when they got to Bali High. So that
Yeah, they were
was-
wearing like
yeah,
50s style
for sure.
dresses and things.
Yeah. So
A lot of
good news is,
anachronisms.
It came,
in this movie,
It came
but-
back. I wasn't sure if it was more like a Disneyland like location that we went to, or it was the end of a cruise that was not the last Royal
Stop for
Caribbean.
the
Yeah,
whole
it was
boat.
like Robinson
Ever,
Crusoe's island or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
If Royal Caribbean wants to sponsor us, we would be open to going on a different cruise.
Yeah, because that one we went on the
And
last.
we could we'd
guys-
watch Speed 2 Cruise Control and do a talk on it.
Little history.
There you go.
Little history. That's first of all one of the most expensive stunts in film history. But we went on the last cruise of a boat owned by Royal Caribbean, and let me tell you,
It was literally getting decommissioned
And it
after
wasn't-
we departed.
It wasn't because it was gonna sink. It
No.
was because it was just that terrible.
and if you're thinking how bad could it be, it wasn't the poop cruise on
No.
Netflix, but
No, and we didn't get trapped on a COVID ship.
no, it was just boring and nothing worked. That's all it was. Nothing worked. The ping
Yeah.
pong tables didn't have like nets, like the the
remember
basketball
that.
have like nothing worked.
I recalled
Nothing
that
worked.
the pool was salt water and it smelled like dead fish.
And
Yeah.
freezing.
I don't know. I didn't go.
I was also, it was wrestling season, so I couldn't even eat anything.
Yeah.
because back then
And so I couldn't even have the
People
dumb
starve.
all you can eat cookies or anything.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
The bonus, I think I probably had the best
The
time
Royal
because I
Caribbean,
was
you can
19 and
sponsor
I was able to buy the liquor on this boat because it was international waters.
Yeah,
So
anything goes.
that was helpful,
anything
I
goes.
guess.
That's great.
That
I
was my
mean,
highlight.
That's pretty good. All right,
Bali High.
Bali High hot takes, not hot takes.
Fun facts.
Fun facts.
Oh.
Hey, this is your fun facts brought to you by.
Hey, Hey, which ladies were up for Nellie Forbush?
Oh yeah, Seth.
Could anyone tell us?
Ow,
I know.
Ow, my paws.
I know a couple.
My paws. You know why?
No, because
It's a
that's
hot
weird.
tin roof.
Oh, Liz. The director wanted Liz Taylor.
And that's the same year Cat on a Hot Tin Roof came out. So
she was busy.
She took that after.
Why didn't she get the gig? No, why didn't she get the gig?
Who said no? Was it the producer?
I think her husband told her it wasn't a good idea or
what
something.
happened? No, what happened?
I don't remember.
Oh, Pat,
apparently she got terrible stage fright.
Yes.
She couldn't
sing
in the
she
audition.
was afraid to sing.
Yes, that's right. I'm like, it was something like they said no to her. It's not like she said no to them.
No,
they said no to her.
She was scared.
She
to
wanted
sing.
it. She got freaked out in the audition, and then later, I forget if it was Rogers or Hammerstein had heard her singing.
Yeah,
and they're like, we should hire her.
100%.
And they're like, no.
Too late.
We don't want the leading lady to be likable. We're gonna go with Mitzi.
Sure.
Yeah.
She was great.
I love Mitzi's singing. I adore, and I thought she was super cute. I thought she'd been a great second lady.
She was very Doris Day.
Yeah, I mean,
and on the list of people that could have taken this part
was Doris Day.
She did turn down the role.
Yeah, she said no.
Doris Day did say no. But
Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would have been like too sultry.
Yeah,
she'd been too hot. Yeah,
in a way.
That's true. Well, that's the crazy thing. Like, if you, but hear me out. If you had, I know you like the actor, but if you had a better actor who's the hot guy who had like the magnetism of Elizabeth Taylor on the other end, because I think that was like the polar fun part of it. You had these two super hot actors and actresses, one going for the old French guy and one going for the beautiful Tonkinese girl.
Yeah. Rosano was sexier for sure than Joe Cable.
So if you'd had like a
he's
Peter
in better
Lawford
shape,
or
because he shows up.
What's his name from
shirtless
Sabrina
in that documentary thing we saw, Seth.
Yeah,
he looked great.
He looked fine.
He looked fit.
And so if you just had like this really, I don't know, like Robert Redford, like he's got the magnetism, you know, like you just need a super, like if you had Elizabeth Taylor and Robert Redford in this movie would be a banger. Like it would just.
But they're not great
singers.
You
know who else is a good singer? We don't know because they didn't
cast,
sing it. No one in the cast sang it except for one person. But
can you imagine Robert Redford lip syncing? Being dubbed,
I can imagine.
It would be
Redford
weird.
Anything.
It would be weird. In now his filmography, he would have been like he was also dubbed in South Pacific, and you'd be like, well, that's dumb because it's Robert Redford. But I could also see it working.
Robert freaking Redford.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Here's my fun fact transition.
Ooh.
Wait, can I finish? Can I finish the list of possibles?
Mariah? No, sure.
There's only 3 others that I have.
Wow, that's a lot though.
That's fine.
Judy Garland, Audrey Hepburn, and Ginger Rogers. I bet Ginger Rogers would have been great.
Audrey Hepburn wouldn't have been bad either.
I'm kind of
stuck. But she also can't sing.
I'm stuck on the blonde. Audrey Hepburn
Why
can
do you like
sing.
the blondes? I like the dark hair girls. Like I'm obviously going for the dark hair girls.
She sang Moon River.
Yeah, I thought she'd been like. She's got that
she
screen
was dubbed
magnetism.
in My Fair Lady, though.
She's got that screen magnetism that you just can't.
She sang Moon River. That's the only thing.
Oh my gosh!
But she could sing.
I just think they made the worst choice.
I disagree.
I think she's cute. I thought her acting
super cute. I agree.
Nice.
Yeah.
It feels appropriate for the character.
It just makes this movie with less gravity. Like if I feel like it would have had more gravity.
I don't think they should have brought blockbuster leading actors and actresses to this. I feel like it worked better for me. Yeah, it worked better for me having like more of a stage like
a
stage
not as good
actors.
One? Yeah. Like a less
get out of here. This is my top 10, not your top 10.
Yeah, we know. We are aware.
This isn't my my top 200. This wouldn't make any of my lists. I don't even know if it would make my top 100 musicals.
Mariah, are there more actresses that were up for the role of Nellie?
Nope. Go ahead, Pat.
My other
I'm
dubbing
finished.
thing, which I'm excited about. So apparently, Ken Clark
Listen.
played Stewpot.
Stupid.
Why is his name Stewpot? Who knows?
cares?
He
That's
was
a fun,
boiling
weird
something
thing.
on the beach in the beginning.
For 2 seconds.
A big pot
I
up
guess
there.
so. And then he wore a little half shirt that had his name on it. He
And
was
a hat
dubbed
with no top.
Stewpot doesn't ever advertise. Oh, yes, he does.
by listen to this name. Thurl Ravenscroft. Full name.
Of course he was.
Do we know what Thurl Ravenscroft was the voice of?
Harry Potter.
Do you have a guess?
Ravenclaw.
Close.
Okay.
If you think about really deep voices of your childhood,
Yeah.
Christmassy might be one. Villainous green characters.
He was the Grinch.
The Grinch?
Nice.
He was the singing voice of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
so good. Pat, you
He
win.
was the voice of Tony the Tiger.
No, he was not.
That's a very different
That's why
voice.
Stewpot, his talking voice, again, when we go talking voice here, singing voice, very deep bass.
Yeah.
It's that guy.
Cool.
So there you
That's
go.
amazing.
Tony the Tiger and
Do you like the movie more now?
Singing of
No.
No.
You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
Recast the whole thing. And make it
Great
better.
voice. Great voice.
So, Tony the Tiger was around until like the 90s and 2000s. When this guy died.
He's still around. in
He's
our
still around. I
hearts.
don't. That's a good question.
The cartoon is still around.
Yes, Mariah. The Tony the Tiger cartoon is still around.
They didn't kill that guy.
Yeah, I haven't.
They don't kill cartoons very often.
Except for Superman.
He
dies every 15 years or something.
well, awkwardly in Wikipedia it says years active,
Oh.
2005, but he died. Oh wait, no. Okay, when did he die?
Do you have trouble with
2005.
numbers?
He stayed active in 2005.
Wow.
So
Man.
again, all of our childhood Tony the Tiger probably
Yeah.
is this guy,
That's
and
that
then
guy.
somebody else had a low voice and they replaced him. I'm sure.
Yeah.
He
Probably Alan Turek.
voiceover work.
Alan Turek does everything.
Haunted Mansion, Country Bear Jamboree, Mark Twain Riverboat, Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney Railroad,
Stop.
and Enchanted Tiki Room. We know his voice
Are you
so
freaking
much.
kidding me?
Oh, my arm.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Very violent.
What a guy!
That's amazing. He's
Cool.
he's the voice of our like
He was
youth.
Fritz in Enchanted Tiki Room. So the German
Ja,
parrot,
Fritz.
apparently,
Fritz has no hair.
Oh, Fritz.
We listened to that
which is
song
a higher voice.
lot.
It's not
Yeah.
a big deep voice. Anyway, Thurl Ravencroft kind of looks like Vincent Price.
Of course.
That's some good. I
Heck
like
of a voice.
Good fun, Pat.
Heck of a voice.
Fun fact, Pat is what we're gonna call you now.
Yeah.
Fun fact,
I
Pat.
only have one more.
Okay.
We've kind of touched on it, really. So Josh Logan, the director,
Yes.
in his memoirs, wished he could stand outside theaters playing the movie wearing a sign that said, "I directed it, and I don't like the color either."
I think everyone regrets the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
But
were-
apparently
they were
it made a
trying
ton
something
of money, and
Yeah. Who
so
cares?
Yeah,
Good for
he-
you. Good for you, Josh.
Yeah, he said I made like $3 million initially, so who cares?
Yeah. Exactly right.
One of my
the movie
fun-
apparently cost $7 million to make,
yeah.
according to that
So
documentary.
he made a lot.
Yeah. He made bank.
And the writer of the book got $400,000 to license his story for them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty good.
So Rossano Brazzi, who
Was
played
he
played
Italian playing the
Emil,
Frenchman?
yeah, maintained. This is kind of sad.
Oh no.
He maintained that he himself had performed his vocals for the film, so he was a big
didn't
liar
know?
face for a while.
Oh, so he knew and he just lied.
I'm
about it.
sure he sang.
Despite,
I bet he sang.
Despite the fact that Giorgio Tozzi received the on-screen credit. And
Did he
he
not
did get the
know?
opportunity later to sing for himself in something, so that was nice.
Did he just not know? Or
No,
was he
I
just,
think he lied.
he's just a big fat liar.
I
Face?
think
No,
he was
or he
in
was
denial.
like, no, I sang,
Yeah,
and they recorded me singing,
yeah, but you
but
can't
then they didn't
hear
use my
that.
voice.
Yeah, it just says he maintained that he himself had performed. Like, okay, we don't hear you though.
So
So
sometimes
that's a little sad.
this is a little weird little side chat. Sometimes we have backing tracks for people who perform, and we don't tell them that we sub them out with a backing track.
Is that like with Singing in the Rain when she's like pretending that she's Debbie Reynolds' voice, but
Oh yeah.
like that's me.
Nope.
Oh, fun fact about Giorgio Tsotsi.
Mm-hmm.
He had a guest role on the acclaimed show Knight Rider.
Ooh.
That's so cool.
So there you go.
I think my only one is just also pointing out that Luther is Mr. Hand from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
No, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he's the only guy I
He's
recognize.
great. My favorite Martian.
And he's he's like timeless. You're
He's-
like, you are the same age.
He's always
It's like
looked
when we
that
watched
old. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when we watched the original Rooster Cockburn. What's the name of that movie?
Oh,
Battle of the Movies.
Yes. John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne, Rooster Cockburn.
True Grit.
True Grit. There you go.
I'm like, oh,
True
man.
Grit.
I had
Yeah,
I had
and
a
it's-
moment there.
Took me a second.
Woo!
I was like, John
I don't
Ford.
like being put on the
shoot.
spot like that, Pat.
I know. I apologize.
What's the?
But yeah, we
I was
talked
thinking
about-
the second one, Rooster Cobbler with
Yeah, that's the next
the
one.
next one. Yeah.
What's his face? Why can't I remember anyone's name?
Pat, you're turning
Terrible.
into me. What's going on right now? He's just like
I'm working on it. Hang on.
John
Research
Hang on.
Wayne.
beep boop 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 beep beep.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's beep boop beep boop boop beep. Oh, no, jeez.
Is
Anyways,
Robert
Mariah.
Duvall.
Oh,
Robert
yeah.
Duvall
Robert Duvall.
Yeah.
looks the same age, basically, in True Grit as he
Yeah.
looks in any other movie we've ever watched.
Eli Wallach was one of those that also just looked the same age forever and ever.
Yes.
This is a totally random Robert Duvall story, but it's I don't know. Have you guys
Love it.
seen? Do you guys watch the new F1 movie?
No.
I have not seen it yet.
So I love Formula.
I want to.
I love Formula One.
We
I
know.
watch it every Sunday.
We know.
We know.
I am
We've heard.
obsessed.
We-
I am.
We've noticed.
I unfortunately am a fan of like one of the worst teams, Williams, because of Alex Albon and Carlos Sainz. Your hair is beautiful, and Alex Albon. Let's go Talent.
You
But-
notice that in the helmets they wear as they drive.
I do.
Anyway.
And there's the other. Anywho, I realized that the Formula One movie with Brad Pitt is a less good version of Days of Thunder.
That's that. I believe that.
And you
Days
know
of
why?
Thunder are pretty
100%.
good.
You know why Days of Thunder is good? Robert freaking Duvall.
Oh.
There is no Robert Duvall in Days of Thunder, and it's hard because
You mean
what's his
in
name
F1?
in F1? That's what I mean. There's no grounding character like him because it's trying to be what's his name from No Country for Old Men, the bad guy, Anthony Bourdain.
Oh, Harvey R.
Javier
Bardem.
Bardem.
Yeah, Javier Bardem. He is like a pseudo him, but the problem with the Formula One movie is Brad Pitt tries to be the old wise guy and the rebel at the same time. While in the movie, which has Tom Cruise in it, Tom Cruise is the rebel and freaking Robert Duvall is the old wisdom, and you can't beat
Talladega
Robert Duvall.
Nights.
You know what's
Oh,
funny?
I know
about
this.
that one.
Have you
Speaking
seen?
of Talladega
Bro,
Nights,
have you seen?
John C. Riley is in Days of Thunder.
Bro, it's so funny.
what?
It's so funny. If
He
you
is?
watch Days of Thunder, it is Talladega Nights. It is exactly the same. It is
Except they don't have that long
Great.
speech
is
at the
so
dinner
funny.
table.
also there was an Australian guy who's a Super GP driver, and he switched to NASCAR. And somebody asked him, like, what's like the most surprising thing that you would say about NASCAR that people don't know? He's like, Talladega Nights it's a documentary. It's not a comedy. He's like, one of the NASCAR drivers bought the house that Will Ferrell is making that prayer in. Like, they own that house. Like, it is literally how it really is. And so,
Sweet baby Jesus.
Will Ferrell,
I know we're getting
you're a gift to cinema.
This is
buddy.
a very
You're
different
a
movie
gift
we're
to
talking
cinema.
about.
Which brings me
off
back
the rails
to
here, but Days of
So far.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Tony Scott directed, Robert Towne written, story by Tom Cruise. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Robert Duvall, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, Carrie Elwes, Michael Rooker, Fred Thompson,
so
John C.
freaking
Reilly.
Good.
That's a pretty good.
Bro, have you
lineup.
seen it?
Days of Thunder? Yeah.
Not in forever. Not enough to know that I like it or dislike it.
I thought it sucked. I'm like, oh no, it's going to be terrible. I watched it the other day. It is so good. It is. And I didn't.
It's not as good as Top Gun or Cocktail, though. I mean, if we're talking about the classic Tom Cruise
This is
movies.
sacrilegious, but it's better than Cocktail.
How much does he run in it? Probably not that much because he's driving.
It's better than Cocktail. I don't know if it's better than Top Gun. Like, that's where it is for me. It is arguably like a top 5 Tom Cruise movie for me. It is freaking good.
Let's have a Tom Cruise week in the future.
All right.
It's funny because it's like, how can a person who's the same character
and I'm
every
gonna
time?
pick Legend.
And none of us will judge you.
Ridley Scott.
Unlike today,
other Scott brother.
none of us will judge you for
And
Legend.
you guys are judging harshly. You know, I like to pick the road
Again,
less
Legend.
traveled.
Amazing cast.
Amazing cast.
Yeah. I like to pick the road less traveled. If we're going to wrap this up, I had before me
I love that you picked
some
it, though.
musicals, and I thought, I love musicals so much, I'm going to include one in my top 10. And My Fair Lady was right there, and Sound of Music was also right there. But because of the progressiveness, because of the crazy dynamics of this movie, because of the historical fiction part of it, I chose
Heavy on the fiction.
South Pacific. And rewatching it, I still love the soundtrack so very much.
It's a great soundtrack. It's no one argues about the soundtrack. Not one person. They had this soundtrack. We haven't even talked about the freaking soundtrack. 8 hits on the Billboard. 8 hits on the Billboard
in 1958.
58.
The only song I don't really like is Bally High.
Which is fine, but it's still a hitter. It's still a banger.
Yeah, it was.
So it's like I don't like that one Taylor Swift song. I don't care if you like it or not. It's a banger. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? So
but anyway,
like
those are the reasons why I stand by this as my choice.
I listen to Primus, so obviously I don't care about popular music. But you know what? This soundtrack is a banger. My mom's like, I know every song. And 8 of them were on like the Billboard. Yeah, like it's crazy. So you can't argue with that.
I am not a big Rodgers and Hammerstein guy.
This movie is also nominated 3 times for Academy Awards. Yep, maybe not for acting, but for other stuff.
And it won for sound.
And it won for sound,
which is a good thing. It should have won for. Mm-hmm. That's a decent thing. It should have won for. It didn't win for cinematography. That's weird.
Yeah, they took some big swings.
If they didn't tint the thing.
It would be gorgeous.
Yeah.
Because
if it had ended up the way they intended, I think it just didn't come out the way they thought. And you couldn't go back then and erase it and do it again or change it.
The other thing that was fun about this movie, this was Rodgers and Hammerstein's height. They've just done Oklahoma.
Another one. Other movies by Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Oh, it's their big 3.
There's No Business Like Show Business.
No, that was later. It's my gosh, I can't believe it. I was just talking about all 3 of these. The King and I, and was Charade theirs too?
No.
Yes.
Charade, yeah.
Or Carousel.
So they just finished those. That's freaking Audrey Hepburn.
Charade is Alfred Hitchcock.
Audrey Hepburn helped go. So those 3 had come out before, and they all were hits. And this came out, and it was just even a bigger hit. So this is I don't know if it's like Titanic level, but it's close. It's like arguably still one of the best-selling musicals ever if you adjust for inflation and everything. It's one of these crazy moments. This is like the most popular moment of the 50s musical. And so it's probably getting close to the end of the era when you start getting the 60s and then 70s era. But it's an interesting, this is a cultural moment for sure. despite the fact that critics didn't like it. But you know what? That doesn't matter.
I think we've established that critics don't always get it right.
You know what's even funnier? To be a true movie
also,
snob.
Seth doesn't always get it right.
To be a true movie snob, you don't agree with all the critics, obviously.
No.
That's like the way to go. So I appreciate, as much as I appreciate you picking 1984 as the best year of movies, this is a fun, like, random musical that you picked that I'd never seen. And I'm stoked I saw it because now I'm like, now you're even crazier than I thought you were. No, I mean, this is a great,
It just confirms
unusual,
what you already
confirms.
thought. You didn't think I was any
No.
less crazy.
No, but it's such a weird movie. There's just so many questionable choices. Easy for me to say.
Choices.
This is just
a
lot of things they could have done differently, but they just weird things they did. But I guess good for them because they were trying to be creative. They didn't have to get a big star.
They're also going off
people
of
that could
a
act.
very, very successful musical that was on Broadway for years. Got a Pulitzer Prize.
Some people would argue they just
Why
mailed
would
it
you
in.
tweak this story? Why would you tweak anything?
Throw some filters on it.
Yeah, throw some color filters in
And they
there.
went to
Call it
Hawaii
good.
and filmed this gorgeous film and ruined it.
Oh.
Oh, that's the other thing too. Like this was
So good.
mostly filmed. Like they had like was it a tsunami that like broke all of their set and they had to rebuild it all back up. So like this is like
Probably.
a legit like high budget big like this is the blockbuster of the day. And so it's kind of fun to see this is what a blockbuster looked like in 1958.
I'm so
What's
glad you
interesting
guys
about
loved
that-
it so much.
Yeah.
What's interesting about that, Seth, and watching them do the little making of thing where they're hauling in all this gear to Kauai, it's like weirdly there were times where I was like, I know this is real, but it looks like a weird set, like Emile
Yeah.
DeBeck's plantation thing. I'm like, what is this ground?
How
Like it looks fake,
how
and it's like,
pretty-
no, that's a real place.
how pretty was Kauai in 1958? You know what I'm saying? Like how
gorgeous.
pretty was it?
Kind of pretty.
Oh, it's very fun. This is a weird left turn before we end the program.
Totally changing his mind, guys.
I think when you take the most popular movie of each year, it's kind of a more interesting cinematic journey than taking the snobbiest movie of each year. So while I understand why you pick, because Citizen Kane wasn't the most popular movie of that year. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But this was the most popular movie of this year. So if you went most popular movie of each year throughout history, it'd probably be a more telling historical accuracy of what film is in the world. And it's one of those fun things when I think about.
Well, also for cinematography, like what was possible at that point in history, like what the camera could do. And yeah, you made some bad choices by playing a little too much with the color filters, but
Exactly right. And this
but
is like,
still, it's a snapshot.
say what you want about Michael Bay, but his camera shots are dope. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
the same sort of thing. Like you have these moments where, and every once in a while, the Oscars and the popular film match up. So we do watch them. For example, Wings. We watched Wings. Dope camera moves in that time that no one else was doing because it was the most high budget. Everyone saw it. Incredible stuff. And then we watched like the French New Wave, which is like the crappiest camera shots ever made. but then that influenced, Bonnie and Clyde, which was again on par with the popularity. So it's interesting. Like my weird argument to end this, my last thought for this is maybe the popular movies are more important to be a movie snob than we think. Because they show us what really is possible in cinema moving forward. And even the bad decisions are kind of what make us who we are in the cinema today.
That's so deep.
So deep.
Sure,
guys.
Seth.
Wow. And on that note,
So what were all our takeaways? I mean,
So-
I guess that's Seth's takeaway that
Mine-
something.
He
I
appreciated-
toned it out.
he appreciated something about it, and that's what I took away from what he just said. So he actually likes it.
Oh, Mariah.
I
love-
still
for
love
me-
it. I still love it.
It's still in your top 10.
No, you're gonna replace it.
I don't know.
You're gonna replace it.
Not
next year.
today.
Not today, but you will.
Yeah. It still fights My Fair Lady for me for best musical
what this
of all
is?
time.
This is your Gosford Park. Pat's already got rid of Gosford Park out of his top 10. This is your Gosford Park.
But I'm not ready to boot it. I'm just keeping my options open, I guess.
I don't think we've kicked any from my top 10 yet, guys. I'm the only one. Well, Metropolis might leave if we ever
still
do
haven't
Metropolis.
covered that one.
Yeah,
Pat,
might
what's your thoughts?
It was, as Seth mentioned, it was watchable, but man, I was
Taking notes. So
bored.
many notes.
I didn't. I mean, musicals, right? It's about the music.
Mm-hmm.
I was not entranced by much of the music. There's bits and pieces like, okay, I really like the voice.
Boo,
I just
Pat.
wasn't. It's not my deal. Peak Rodgers and Hammerstein
Not my bag.
is Sound of Music, for sure. Easy Sound of Music.
For sure. I agree.
Better songs, catchier, all
Not
the things.
as
Nostalgia,
edgy.
probably.
And you ready for
Not as
this?
edgy.
Timeless.
Not as
Unlike
edgy.
This is
Although
not timeless.
There's no
in
people
this,
of color
you know,
in Sound of Music.
day and
I can
age,
tell you that.
That's why Pat likes
in
it.
this day and age, they were against the Nazis.
As you
That's,
should be, as we maintain in this podcast.
We are
We're
still anti-Nazi.
still-
Still anti-Nazi.
Yeah.
So that's what maybe puts Sound of Music, over the top. They're directly anti-Nazi.
They're really
This one is like
saying
anti-Nazi
Oh.
adjacent things,
Yeah.
We get it, Pat.
So, okay. That's, yeah.
I got through it. It had some great stuff. Like, again, the fact that the song You Have to Be Carefully Taught exists in the
Legit.
perspective of like what
Legit.
did this to you.
Yeah.
The Frenchman calling out America is like, why are you guys so racist? Pretty
And I'm
hardcore
like,
messaging for a movie at
Kettle
this time.
calling the pot black there, Frenchman. How's your colonization going?
Anyway, I was
Nobody said
impressed
his
by
plantation was full of slaves.
a lot of
That's
it.
true. They're not the
But
British.
it was not. It would not make my top 10.
Yeah. No.
Well, I didn't ask you.
I
about
appreciate your...
But you did.
I enjoy your questionable taste often, Mariah.
Yeah. I am bringing things to the table that
Well,
you guys
honestly-
have not seen. You have not seen Pan's Labyrinth. You had not seen
Again,
I had seen
The
that.
Quiet Man.
honestly,
You
well,
had not
Quiet
seen
Man, whatever.
this.
But Pan's Labyrinth was dope. And that's the thing too.
I
Like, I
agree.
know you have good taste in horror movies.
Was that what this was?
Can we just
Before?
end
Look
this?
at
Musical horror.
That'd be musical horror. You'd have the most amazing
If
taste.
somebody could
what.
just...
There's
It's called
some of those.
Sweeney Todd,
no,
Mariah.
and I didn't really
Why
like
don't you like
Sweeney Todd.
Because it has Johnny Depp in it.
Anna,
I love
It's because
Anna,
you're such an Amber Heard fan. I knew
Helena Bonham Carter.
Anna and
Okay.
the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Horror
that's true,
zombie
too.
musical. Pretty
That's true too. I loved watching this movie because I had no idea what was going on, and I was so surprised by so
Very
many
shocked.
things. And
It was a
honestly,
doozy. Was it a
it was a
doozy for
doozy
you?
of a doozy. It reminded,
It was
in a
a
weird
doozy.
way, it reminded me of what was the French New Wave movie where the female director,
Female director.
5 to 7.
Chloe 5-7.
Oh, yeah.
Close.
Cleo, yeah. And it was like, I was
Cleo
like,
5 to
oh,
7?
Cleo 5-7. I'm like, oh, this is strangely progressive. And I didn't expect it to be progressive because it felt not progressive at all, but it actually was.
Same.
So I liked that it surprised me in a way. I'm like, oh, you guys are pushing the envelope, and I like seeing the envelope being pushed, even though it's not like.
Well,
this-
especially by Rogers and Hammerstein.
well, here's what I'm saying though. That's hard though. Do I let Dottie watch this? My daughter watch this, who's 7 or 8, and I don't think I do.
Not
And
yet.
so that because it's not appropriate enough. You have to know the historical context. So in that way, it doesn't pass the test. Obviously, that you can just let 8-year-old watch it and be like,
I think let her
accept
watch
this for what it is. No,
Band of Brothers in the Pacific first, and then she
Give her
can,
the historical
once she gets
context.
the
Schindler's List,
once she gets
Jojo
the
Rabbit.
history down.
Obviously, we're watching. What was that? What was the one for the Oscar nomination one?
The one about the garden.
The guard outside of the concentration camp.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll think of it here in a second. But like, yeah, make
So
sure you watch
good.
all those first, so you get the context of what's going on
Yeah.
here, and
Yeah.
then you get the
Schindler's
nuances of the
List.
racism.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So that was the thing about it. I'm like, I realize, and it's the same thing with cartoons and watching old Looney Tunes stuff. I'm like, okay, the little like cat calling to the women. I'm like, oh, how do I feel about my 8-year-old daughter? You know, that's the
Zone
new
of
test.
interest.
Zone of interest. Nice job, Pat.
Thank you.
That's the new
for
test.
Googling
I'm
that.
like, these movies are fine for adults, but they don't pass the like, am I going to show my kids this? Because I was watching it and Dottie walked in and I'm like, I don't know if you want you to watch this. And that was kind of like
Well,
a big
that's like- it's-
red flag.
For me, it's like Dear Evan Hansen. Finn absolutely listens to the soundtrack. Would I let him watch the movie? No,
Yeah.
not yet.
Do you let him
I was
watch
pretty
all the
worried about
Halloween
the
series?
boar-
Sure, but
The what?
The boar
tooth?
tusk thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I going to watch right now?
Yeah,
And there's like, I got to
nothing.
go somewhere else. I was like, phew.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I
right.
didn't
Nobody's
know
gonna
what-
watch
the-
him
the
cutting
movie-
it off.
The movie had set me up for all kinds of stuff. Where I
Yeah,
was
that's
like, I
true.
don't know
It's
what
true.
to watch.
It could have gone. It
It could have
surprisingly
gone so much more
didn't
sideways.
go as bad as you thought. So yeah, no.
Yeah.
This is
Everything.
This is a fun cultural moment to look back upon and be like, wow, this is what musicals were, and kind of a quote unquote height, but also
And this is what progressive
a
looked
lot of
like
swings
at the
and
time.
misses. A lot of big swings and misses too.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
They tried.
This is the thing about it. Like, I appreciate the big swings and misses they had, but it's not going to be on any of my top lists because of they were still misses. But I appreciate the artistic like reaches they took and the progressive thing they pushed in a not without all the tools we have today. So like, no, I appreciate this movie a lot for what it did in 1958.
Thank
But
you.
it's not
I'll
making my
take that
top.
as a compliment.
Yeah, but I'm not. But it's not making my top anyway.
I know you're
Let's just
done.
be real.
You don't need to
Okay,
say
okay,
anymore.
sorry,
We're good.
Like, we did it.
We're gonna
did
end
it,
on,
guys. We
end
did
on
it.
a high note.
Yeah, I know. Bali High. Bali High? No?
Doesn't
No.
sound anything
Okay,
like that.
I thought I would. Just pretty much. No copyright infringement.
Right.
We're good to go, guys, because I'm that bad of a
the
singer.
notes weren't even close. It's fine.
Well, guys, I'm Seth, joined by
Mariah.
Pat.
and we just reviewed South Pacific from 1958, and we were How to Be a Movie Snob team. Keep watching movies, keep listening, subscribe, click that like button, all the notifications.
I should have been Stu Pat.
Oh, Stu Pat.
That's way better.
Sorry, bye.
Let's start over.
Aloha. Bye.
Goodbye.